Welcome to the eLogic Modern Selling for Manufacturing series. In this video, I'm going to cover how a sales manager can more effectively coach their sales team, and I'm going to focus on three key areas. One is that we're going to look at the sales reps' performance year to date. Next, we're going to look at the pipeline volume and health and understand if they've got enough pipeline sufficiency to make the year. And then finally, we're going to look at a couple of their key accounts and see where we can drive some growth strategies. So let's go back into Advantage and have a look. So I'm logged back into Advantage here, and I'm going to use my Seller Insights dashboard to run my one-on-one meetings with my sales reps. And my first sales meeting is going to be with Mark Stevens. And Mark is actually having a really good year here so far. In fact, he's actually ranked number one of all of our sales reps. He's actually closed $5 million so far on a goal of $6.9 million. And when I look at some of his key wins, he's actually had a very consistent performance here over the course of the year. Now we're running an AI model against the pipeline, and I can see that actually over the next few months here, he's actually got a sufficient enough pipeline based on what the AI model is saying in order to meet his number for the year. So that's good news. I can also compare his overall sales estimates against what the AI model is saying, and in fact, it'll even show me here by sales stage. So he has a fair bit of risk in his pipeline still at deals that are at the very end of the sales cycle, the propose and close stage. So I'm going to want to drill into that a little bit more when we get together. The next thing I want to do is look at the influences on his pipeline itself. Now I can look at his overall pipeline here broken down by account. And he's working on a couple of key customers like DuPont, Medtronic, and Heartland Dental. And when I'm talking to him about Heartland Dental, I noticed that actually one of these opportunities has been flagged by our AI model as being a very low probability of winning. It's about a $141,000 deal. So I want to understand a little bit better what's going on here. So I can immediately kick out to the actual opportunity itself, and we can look at everything from where we are in the sales cycle, who we're competing with, what are the things that are leaving this opportunity still in best case, even though we're at the proposal stage, and what things can we do as an organization to help improve our probability of winning here. So this gives me the opportunity to drill into some of those key accounts with Mark and really understand where we can make a better impact and help him close more business here this year. Now, the last thing I want to do is I want to actually get into some growth strategy discussions with Mark. So I want to look at some of Mark's key accounts with him, and I'm going to start here with DuPont. So we can see some of the customer history and what we've been able to achieve there so far. I can also see what's in progress here and drill into any one of these opportunities to make sure that we're being successful on the pipeline here moving forward. I also want to talk to Mark about some of the sales suggestions for this particular account. Now, our AI model that we're leveraging here is looking at both DuPont's sales history and it's looking at other accounts that are like DuPont, and it's telling us that some of these products are very likely to be of interest to DuPont. So I want to make sure that actually Mark is weaving that into his sales strategy moving forward. Next, I might want to just review with him some of the recency, frequency, and monetary value for this particular account and understand how often are they buying, are there any things that are an outlier here that we should be drilling into in more detail. Next, I can go and look at some of his other accounts. So Medtronic was one of his other big accounts. And so I want to go and have a quick look at that. And here again, I can look at his RFM for Medtronic, and then also I can jump over and see his pipeline and then some of the key sales suggestions for that particular account as well. And so with that, I want to do a quick wrap up. Thank you for watching this brief overview of how a sales manager can more effectively coach their sales team. If you want to know more about Advantage for manufacturers, please go to elogic.com/advantage. Thank you.